Yeah! Hello and welcome to this Warno 1v1 ranked game where my opponent, who is the rank 24, or at least was when we were playing, called me the N-word. I've blurred it out here because I'm not sure what YouTube's guidelines are. I personally believe that if something is said, obviously in context, then obviously I'm not being racist if I just say he said that, but let's not get caught up in the weeds. I wasn't originally going to cast this game, but when I saw his rank at the end, and I was like, oh wow, that's pretty funny actually. So yeah, now you're going to watch me play 80-second gameplay, airborne, right? And you can come to your own conclusion whether or not this kind of gameplay would make you upset enough to be racist. So I'm playing it 8 seconds, right? My opponent's playing 79th. We're on Mount River Duel. He's on the good side because he gets these 3 silos here. Yeah, he's ranked 24, so he's nothing shabby, nothing shabby. I think I'm ranked 9 at the moment. I don't know, it keeps changing. And this is probably the worst map in rotation for 80-second airborne because 80-second wants to get around the side with lavs and stuff, whereas here you can't really do that because the playable area is just this because of the lake. The lavs are recon, right? Which means that they can get around things, right? Sorry, they're amphibious. So you could technically send it over here and then get it all the way over here with a supply because it will run out of fuel, and then try and like come over here or something. So I probably should have done that actually. It was a bit silly of me not to. Or you can come over here, which is sort of a more popular one. So my plan is I've opened A10 rocket. So you might start to understand why this guy's getting a little bit upset, even if you don't sympathize with it. And yeah, so I'm going to get an A10 rocket up to here, and then I've got the TOW 2, the Avenger, Airborne Scouts, and the grenade launcher vehicle, and a CV for Ligma, X-ray, and then Oscar if I get that far. And then, yeah, for mids, 40mm VADs 20mm, LRS for the big building, and then 2 Humvee TOW 2s. And for the right, I've learned from that game, the game against not MJ Blair, where I was playing on this map, on this side, as this division, and I put an engineers here, and he just ran a bunch of vehicles through and killed me. So that is on the channel. I'll link it if I can remember. If I don't, please remind me. And so this time I put a guy with AT here, and then an airborne dragon, a VADS 20mm, and a Humvee TOW 2, and the LAV, and the supply for the left, and the recon healer for the left. Switching to my opponent's deployment, we've got 1 Spetsnaz GRU on the right, backed up by 1 recon helo, and then 2 30mm grenade launchers, an Igler and a Conquer. So very, it's actually quite a lot of units here, more than you would typically expect that to be. And then Spetsnaz GRU just going for the silo here, right? Because they've got ground surveillance radar. Spetsnaz GRU going up to here, and Spetsnaz GRU going over to the left, trying to get in this forest. Another recon helo for that. And his main push is gonna be on the left here. So Saperi RPO, 4 TO-55s, 2 Tunguskas, which is quite... I don't really agree with that, frankly. And the CV, right? So we'll cast the game, and we might as well do it from my perspective because I am me. Right, so they're off, and it's time for me to thank the generous channel joiners, generously joining the channel. They prepare for the A10, which is coming their way. They get their names on the screen, they get the videos early, they get members exclusive videos. One join at the lowest levels with 2,000 views, so if you're feeling bad about your ad block, it's a great way to support the channel. If you don't want to do that, please just like the video, right? This is my sole source of income, this channel, which is why I shill so hard. Anyway, we see the MI2, right? And then we see the Spetsnaz GRU, and because this is a 90 kilometers an hour vehicle, it didn't get as close as the Iltis guy who was at 100, who would be here by now, so it does matter. Anyway, because of these trees, I can't shoot him, which is really annoying. It's a very annoying thing about rockets. Anyway, the MI2s have managed to see everything. He's basically just copied this from a guy called Skiffic, who just always does this. But the reason he does it is because he actually intends to use the information he gets, whereas everybody else who does it is basically just freeload. Anyway, so he unloads all these, and I start killing them all. So we get the Igler and the Conquers there. The Spetsnaz is dying to the minigun very, very slowly. This also has a machine gun on it, which is really good, like a really good 50 cal. It's like better than regular 50 cals. And now I'm still scouting, so now I see the grenade launchers, which can't shoot at helicopters because it's not that one from Broken Arrow that can shoot at helicopters. or, you know, the Chinese one from Broken Arrow, which can always shoot at helicopters from very far away. So start hitting him with these. I don't know if we can see this. I guess we can if we're still shooting. And this is going to be down for like 6 minutes for 76 rockets, because that's just the way it works. You see I only bought 1 CV, right? So I'm only on a +1, but we've basically got in here, right? We got the Humvee tow all the way up to the sides and the Avenger with it. My opponent's buying a Niggler and a whatever. His big push has finally shown up, and I figure, well, I've got this, and now I need to start defending. He's sending out the fighters, right? But the Eagle, this is the quote-unquote good Eagle. I actually think it's worse than the other one. And remember, these have the AIM-9 Megas on them, which is actually a really good missile. So anyway, he 2v1s me there. And, sorry, he does not 2v1 me properly. I 1v1 him, and then I 1v1 him again. So I win that fight. Whereas if they'd both started shooting me... Oh, they're not even the ones with long range. Anyway, so there was an Igler there, so I killed that. Because I saw it with this, and I evac, because I'm actually out of guns now as well. TO-55s get one-shot by TOW-2s, which is very important when there's a TOW-2 shooting at you, but sadly he's a very accurate boy there. Although I suppose he's fired a few rounds, right? So he got me, but I got one of his. Then I'm trying to move this forwards, but he's got the recon, so this was a mistake actually, because now they can all see me, and now I get shot. So I'm starting to make the mistakes. I can't remember if he's called me the N-word already, or if that happens a bit later. I mean, there are some funny things that happen later. Anyway, that went really badly. I should have just left this here, because now this is just open. I did buy a CV for this side and the Airborne Dragon, which I bring a 2 there, and you see that, so he just immediately stuns me, so I can't do anything. So I'm losing on this side pretty badly. But on this side I have the zone and I have mid, so even if he takes this, it would still be a +2 to me once I take this one. So CV I'm just sending back to go hide. Don't really want it around here. Over here, you know, I guess this can't shoot that. The TO-55s are just killing everybody. I just can't do anything about it. Anyway, his CV was here, and the Humvee TOW-2 got it. It's got a high accuracy, right, 70%, so I could see that for some reason. I mean, I guess he was just sat in the open, or because he was moving or whatever, just on the edge of that vision there. So we get that. So we're on a +3 now, but... well, I suppose his CV's just died, so it's going to be a +3 for a while. And I'm trying to get away, but the TO-55s, they're really, really kind of stupidly OP. Well, okay, not stupidly OP, but they are OP. Ever since the base fire rate went up to 8, they shoot as fast as Challengers now. And yeah, their price needs to go up a little bit if their fire rate's going to be that high. So... Airborne Dragons are at 2 vet and Saperi RPO are at no vet, but there's a lot of fire support here, and I see that shooting the Humvee, and I'm like, oh, time to go. We do miss that, which is a shame. I guess this can't see. I could see this guy coming here, but none of these, like, what am I supposed to do? Run this guy at him? There's not a whole lot I can do about that. And now I think he's vanished. So we're still trying to get this, and we miss again. I mean, we are low cohesion now, so it's only got 45% accuracy. We've got another Humvee TOW-2, which I was bringing up for here, and then I want to get a TOW-2 in here, because the TOW-2 is the counter to these, for me, anyway, because I don't have tanks, right? And see, the Dragon actually hit one, and that was the low one, so we actually killed him. So that's big. And now he's buying the T-80 BVs. So TOW-2 trying to get the TO-55s. Taking heavy damage, but we one-shot them, so it's a nice piece of kit, this. And he's not in flamethrower range, so I figure whatever, I'll shoot the Airborne Dragon at him as well. And we hit him with the TOW-2, right? It's got nice high accuracy. That's only 50% now. And we had this one, but it wasn't really in position. I should have put it here. And I see this guy coming towards me, and I was like, oh, I can't really do anything about that. So I buy the LGBT for it. Because I figured... I thought he would vanish when he got in this house, but he did not. He vanished when he got in that house. But that hit him, and then the Tunguska shoots me. And I didn't know it was a Tunguska, I assumed it was like an Osa or something. It's quite rare to see Tunguskas. I don't think they're very good. Anyway, that was kind of dumb of me. Thankfully I don't die, but, you know, flying back over the AA wasn't very smart. And he buys 2 more Tunguskas, seems to like them a lot. I mean, he's ranked 24, so they must have something about them. I guess it's the fact that you can still shoot with the gun turned off so that you don't get seeded. But that requires you to turn the gun off, and now it's CD time. Can't remember if he's called me the N-word yet, or if it's after this happens. So, So this, for some reason, just doesn't shoot because it's bad, and then it gets shot. And then it dies, so, you know... just didn't... I mean, it was coming right here, and it just couldn't shoot this, apparently. Alright. It's my fault, though. I should have, like, approached it more subtly as opposed to just flying over. But I don't know. I mean, I wasn't very happy about that. I suppose the LGBT didn't die before, so that's something. Airborne engineers, I'm trying to get them behind the house. Got the TOW 2 here, and it's got, you know, apparently the ability to shoot that far, but it can't see that far. And the Spetsnaz Gru, I know he's in here, because how else would he be able to see this? And I'm pretty sure I saw him come in. So I've got the LAV, and it's got very good optics, and these guys are exceptional, but I still can't see this, because it's got exceptional stealth. And I know that if I come over here, I'm going to get conkers, or whatever that was. I assumed it was a BMP-2. So autocannons as well. Now the airborne dragon's alright against BMP2s because it one-shots them. The only issue is that you need to be in range, which is quite rare. So for example, you know, that's the range. So if I could see him there, I could shoot him. So there are nice angles to get some range here. So I move the engineers into the building, and then I move them out. But then when I move them out, I'm pretty sure I lose vision here. But I guess it, yeah, because look, it didn't hit him, so... So the LAV is getting hit by the conkers. He's got his own long sight lines there. This goes just as far as the TOW 2. And yeah, so he has to run these away. So I guess I kept seeing him because, I don't know, I just kept the vision because I had the vision before and I guess he was shooting, so, or whatever. Anyway, we're still on that +2. Now, where's that T-80BV? Here it is. So he's bought an Acacia and he's using that to try and take out my tow vehicle. Sorry, I keep itching my nose. It's a really itchy nose. I don't know what the heck's up with it. I don't know. I suppose that's the disadvantage with having a face cam, that you can't itch your nose without people seeing it. You know, I've just got that white powder addiction, as they say. So, yeah, TOW 2 is reversing. To try and get away from the Acacia, which thankfully didn't just hit us on its first round. I'm not sure it would have killed us, although our top armor was less than 1, so maybe it would have if it had been a first shot, but he fired it from the back of the map. He does have corrected shot, though, because of this. And I'm just flabbergasted that I can't see this with this very good optics guy. Like, he's not that far away, but... Anyway, the airborne dragon's losing to the Saperi RPO, because he's getting resupply as well, so... I buy a heavy hog, because I figure... I've got supply, I can go brr and then drop it, and then brr and then drop it. It fires its whole payload in about 3.6 seconds, something like that. And now he's got 4 Tunguskas up. He's buying the ML for the going straight for the helo, and that's why you've always got to make sure you've got a fighter out when you buy your helo, your important helos anyway. Or just a bunch of AA in front of the helo, because this always happens. So I land it, and then we get him, because this is... the eagle that fires fast. I actually think the other one's better now that the Sparrow goes further than the AMRAAM, but there it is. Acacia's still going on stuff. He's still got corrected shot. I guess I could see him there for a bit, but now I can't see him again. If this got to here with its exceptional optics, I think that would be able to see him. Yeah, he's messing me up. Still got the eagle flying around. You've got to queue up these orders, otherwise they'll just sort of YOLO into the middle of the map and die. And I figured I need to reinforce this a bit as well, so I put some airborne dragons in here and a Stinger. Still got the Avenger and the TOW 2 there and the scouts. And yeah, the lab survives. I mean, it's just one Acacia, right? 152mm. 40mm beats 30mm, especially like mine was vetted and his wasn't, so it's even better. And I use the seed, right? I fire the harm, it misses so much that it doesn't even do anything, and then he switches off the guns. And then because it can still fire the missile, right? But yeah, I've got a TOW 2 up here now. I figure I get up here with the ATGMs and then push down. And I've got the A10 out, which I wanted to use, but when I saw, because I saw 4 of these, or at least 3 of them, even though it only shot 1, the vision revealed them all, so I was like, oh, well, that's not going to work out, is it? So I'll keep this around, but, you know, he switched off the guns, so the missiles are still going to shoot me, so I guess that's the advantage of them, but something like the Strela 10M, I think, does the same job, but kind of better, really. I suppose it's got less aircraft range. Anyway, I had a mortar, and it died, and when I was running away with this dragon, I ran it next to the mortar, so... I used the mortar because I wanted to smoke and stuff, but he very quickly counter-batteried that, so good for him, I suppose. He's got 2 Acacias now. Anyway, VADS opens up, and this thing's so funny. I don't know, maybe this is when he called me the N-word, I can't remember. And yeah, it just immediately rinses all these guys. We can't see the Conkers, though, because we don't have recon here. That's my bad. This guy should also be up here, really. But I guess the BMP-2s would shoot him. Anyway, the Seed gets a little bit too close for comfort, and that's because I wanted to kill that Spetsnaz crew. So I had to pass this over to save the LGBT, and we do, right? The Seed soaks up the Tunguska shots. It's got 40% ECM, so it's more likely to miss, right? And then I use the LGBT to take out the Spetsnaz group. Because, yeah, I'm sick of getting shot here, basically, so... the Akatsias, though, they've already got their targets, so they already know. They know I'm here because I was shooting that, so... In the meantime, I bought some Sheridans, because I was like, well, what do I buy that can kill his BMP-2s? I can't just buy Humvee TOW-2s, I have to buy something that can take a hit and shoot back, so... I figured maybe 2-vet Sheridans would help, and they're also good against the infantry, so if I can move them up here, you know. But, I don't know, the T-80BV is much better than these, so... I guess it wasn't a good purchase, but, like, what else could I have bought? Anyway, the TOW-2 is getting hosed down, so we have to leave immediately. The VAD's got hit by some Akatsias but didn't die, but the BMP-2... I mean, it's just a 2-vet, you know, it's actually challenging the BMP-2s, but I think there are too many of them, so... And the grenade launcher's shooting as well. I think that's just shooting the infantry, maybe. Airborne Dragon are at 2-vet, but the Motor Stroke are at 2-vet, and there's more of them. So yeah, one Airborne Dragon would beat one Motor Stroke, and it's almost twice the price. So bring up the Heavy Hog, fires its whole payload in 3 seconds, and then immediately land it, and then the supply should supply it. Yeah, he actually knows that this is hiding behind here, so I guess he saw it go behind, and he figured, well, he saw it leave the building and figured it would just be behind. Anyway, this got killed by an ATGM. So that was really depressing, and he brought the Tunguska around to try and shoot the Helo, but I got it with the TOW-2. I lose the infantry TOW-2, and I'm going to have to itch my nose again. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I've got hay fever, so that's probably it, actually. This has exceptional optics, so it sees a lot. It sees everything within its LOS, basically. And now we're trying to push these guys out, but the Saperi RPOs have run out of RPO, and yeah, the Humvee TOW-2s are shooting him as he comes over. So he smokes with this, but actually he doesn't, and then it died. I think this is where he called me the N-word. Because he did definitely press the smoke button there, but what happened was, because this was behind it, this pushed it forwards, and so it took ages to decelerate, so it died. Like, you saw what happened there, right? So that's why he called me the N-word, I'm pretty sure. That's why I was saying, where's that T-80BV? So I'm pretty sure this is where it happened. So he pressed the smoke button, but his BMP-2 was told to follow the other one, and it kept pushing it, and so it didn't decelerate very quickly, and so it died. In the meantime, I sent the Seed out, but he's got the guns switched off, so it doesn't do too much. So yeah, do you think that's worth calling me the N-word? I mean, it's obviously not fantastic, but it is basically his fault it happened. But yeah, these Tunguskas are giving me some real problems. I guess it makes sense for him to bring them, because he can just... The Seed doesn't do anything to them if he switches off the gun. But the BMP-1K died because he just ran it forwards here, and the Airborne Dragon's got it. In the meantime, he's pushing mid. He did get the thing this was in, but he didn't actually get it. Moving the LRS forwards. And, yeah, oh, that was going on this Humvee. I've got a lot of Humvee's toes, but, like, how else do I kill his armor? So, we've pushed this back. We're still on that +2, and now I'm going to send the CV in. He starts shooting me, so do I learn? I mean, he's shooting me there, which means he can see down there. I think I just figured that these can kill it. He's on return fire there. 35%. So nose itching time. And, yes, I guess it's shooting now because it's not on return fire, so it kills a Sheridan somehow. So it might have been low HP already, or it was a side shot or something. I'm not sure, really. If I can front shot. Anyway, the Airborne Dragons one-shot this, and they're at 3-vet now, but again, basically autocannons start fires under you, which makes you just die. So I'm using the Sheridan, and it's decided its ATGM is a better idea than the gun. Which I guess makes sense, because the gun is heat as well, so the ATGM would always be higher pen against vehicles. Those Akatsias are still giving me trouble, and I buy the Apache ATGM, because I figure I've got Eagles, right, I'm getting some Stingers up, I'm pretty sure I've got an eagle up, but it should be circling here. But yeah, he's shooting me with his iglas, and I've capped this. I'm on a +4 now, and I'm just why am I not doing anything? Am I gonna do anything? Hello, there's somebody shooting you. It's very expensive. All right, I guess I'm retarded. I took too much psychological damage when he called me the N-word. I just couldn't take it anymore. You know, that's the power of racism. It's just too powerful for me. What? Turn off the screen. Close your eyes. Oh, can't do that. No, I just got to complain on Twitter about racism. Anyway, the Katsus are still going, and we're on a +4, so it's going very well for us. Right? He never really tried to take this back. He put the CV here, and then there's a lot of ATGMs, right? And you see where I've put them. So if this was here, this would just shoot it, and he wouldn't be able to shoot back. But if you put it here, then as soon as it can see people, it can shoot them. So that's why it's there and not at the front. So there's a lot of LOS tricks, but it's just sort of the same trick over and over. If you hide at the back of the forest, you can't see as far out, and that means people can't shoot you. So if you've got a gun that only goes 1,250 meters range, that's where you want to be, right? Because, you know, you don't want to die. Anyway, so I've got 105s at 2 vet, and they're very bad, but they're all I've got. So we're shooting at him, we're getting direct hits. It's not really doing anything because they're 105s, and 105s are very bad. So that is what it is. So yes, we lose an airborne dragon here, but we're sitting pretty. We're on the +4. He's building up for another push on mid. We bought a Sheridan. I don't know why I bought this really. I just figured, I guess if the infantry comes over here, I can shoot it or whatever. It's got smoke, right? Whereas this doesn't have smoke. I should have like taken this out really, but you see I'm moving these after every volley because I don't want to get shot by an Acacia. And yeah, you see the Humvee tow too. Like it could be out here, but then it would be more visible, right? And yeah, we're just hammering him. The Acacias are going on where the RT used to be, but I fired and moved. That shift click doesn't always work, so you've basically just got to pay attention to them all the time if they're towed, which is a pain in the neck, but you don't have any self-propelled ones as this div, otherwise I'd be bringing them. So we buy some more airborne over here. We want to push up to here, right, and then we can try and get up here, right, if we've got all this sorted, and maybe do some smoking or whatever. So we're trying to shoot that BMP2, because I guess the LRS can see it. Probably can't see the Conkers, otherwise that would have been a better target. And here we go, big cool attack. Big cool attack. That gets side shot, and it would have one-shot it anyway. It might have been the TOW 2 actually. TOW 2's out of ammo though, and this can't fire back at that distance, so we move this up. I didn't actually realise it was out of ammo, I guess. Got the Eagle up. It's a shame about what happened to that Apache, but what can you do, eh? And yeah, the 105s fired like 12 rounds at this and just didn't kill it. And I'm pretty sure they've got corrected shot there as well, but they're not very good. Yeah, the LRS isn't here, so I'm playing very badly here. I'm losing my guys. Don't have to be, but you see I moved this because I figured he would RT it after it fired. I have actually got the supply coming up. The Sheridan just dies immediately. And the 105s are going on where the Acacias are. But he either runs out of time or he surrenders. So there you go. I mean, would you call somebody the N-word if your tank decelerated and couldn't decelerate fast enough because a BMP2 was behind it and was pushing it, and then you can't smoke because you have to be fully stopped to smoke? Would you do that? Let me know in the comments section. Anyway, he's rank 31 now, and I'm rank 9. So, you know, it is what it is. The A10 rocket opener certainly put him in a bad mood. I just thought it was funny. Do let me know what you think. Like, you didn't get a kill until 3 minutes into the game, so... I'll see you in the next one. GG.